down here so long? Is the madness so great that I see the faces of the damned before me? Or is it really you? It is! By the tone! Come closer. Let me look at you. It has been an eternity since I've seen a trusted face. Are you? In many ways, your awakening has brought me nothing but misery. But that is not your fault. I am to blame for all of it. Wait. Do you hear that sound? It could be the Sons of Laz, but it could be someone else. The last we spoke, it was the Tuatha that reduced my lab to cinders. Now it's assassins. Everywhere I go, destruction follows. I have grown so weary of it, my friend. All I ever wanted was to unlock death's secrets, to shed light on the shadows. I never wanted this. Thank you for more than just your protection, for being the one good thing to come of this disaster. I have few friends, but I gladly count you among them. You must be mistaken. I've tried to contact him ever since I fled Alistar, but he never replied. Until now. Octienne. Of course. When all the facts are considered, the truth will emerge. Ah, I am a fool. Octienne has sent you to search for me. To have us killed together. Those assassins are proof of this. The Well of Souls is his project. Once it was functioning, he no longer needed me. Not if he could salvage the well in Alistar with Ventrinio's help. Ventrinio de Cellini. We used to work together in this lab on projects sponsored by Templar Octienne. But when we were tasked with creating the well, Ventrinio sought to use any means at our disposal, regardless of the implications or consequences. Eventually, he was taken away, and I was sent to work at Alistar. But it seems he continued his work here. Long enough to create those monsters. They are the animated dead. Early experiments in the field of immortality. They will forever haunt these cursed caverns. Ventrinio named them after a mythical figure who rose from the dead. He looked on them and saw potential. I see only abominations. No, not me. But Ventrinio's old notes suggest that he may know a way into Alabastra. I wonder, perhaps, is it possible that you have met Ventrinio already? That would explain it. You were attuned to his well, but raised from mine. Unfortunately, the only way to find Ventrinio is to go through Templar Octien, which will not be easy now that we know of his treachery. Never. The only voice he wishes to hear is his own. We cannot deal with Octien within the boundaries of Edessa. Not alone. There is one who has the power to discredit him. Templar Joriel. She is reputed for her wisdom and strength of character. And as I recall, she and Octien do not exactly see eye to eye on matters of policy. If Joriel can make Octien answer for his crimes, then we will gain access to his information. That includes the location of Ventrinio's lab. If you wish to uncover the mystery of your deaths, then you will need Ventrinio. He is the key to Alabastra. Find Templar Joriel in Edessa. We don't have much evidence, but I have a feeling she will help us. Ah, Edessa. The great gnomish city-state. Knowledge, reason, and logic rule there, as do bureaucracy and intrigue. A clever gnome can go far in that city, and a wise gnome goes far away from it. I am Fomerus Hughes, scholar of vivification, prime circle. The Well of Souls was my life's work. It's everything I've been able to put together concerning Templar Octien's crimes, with supporting evidence from Ventrinio's notes and correspondence. I always suspected I might need leverage over Octien. It seems Ventrinio felt the same. You must remember to thank him for me. The Templars rule from the Forum, and you can't get a thing done in the city without the sponsorship of one of them. They can be powerful allies, but the one thing you don't want to do is get on their bad side. My old colleague, Ventrinio Desilini. For a time we worked together under Templar Octien. He was a brilliant scholar, but a terrible person. I told Octien he couldn't be trusted and refused to work with him, but it appears the Templars simply moved him to another lab with some mysterious assistant. Ventrinio's notes reference some highly capable assistant that joined him in testing the well and collecting Prismia, but there's no mention of their identity. Whoever they are, they're clever, resourceful, and very dangerous. If we could find them, we might have a lead, or even a way into Alabastra. Oh, don't call it that. You're just having a talk with Octien in the library. In return for your discretion, he'll give us what we want. I know it's unpleasant, but when you work with the Templars, you just start thinking this way. It helps you stay alive.
Filthy refugees. Don't they know they don't belong?
Glorious light be upon them.
Well then, what'll it be? She'll make a fine trader, once she's got that wanderlust out of her blood. Common of the youth, don't you think? It's good to have Athie off with his heart and head back in the business. And of course, Anella home as well.
life offers two choices: fight or die. Those who choose to live face conflict. It is the natural balance of this world. The weeds preclude the flower's bud. The spider's web arrests the fly. The water carves the rock. In the dry wastes of the Tyr, in the land known as Ulcerund, the House of Valar became the home of this primal force.
The dirt just like...
Child of dust! What brings you to the crown of the sun? The desert is unkind to mortals. Ulcerund is the last bastion of the Fae in Tyr, one of the few places in these desert lands where we are plentiful. I do not wish to speak to you about Fey affairs, mortal. This place is older than your mind can grasp, and it will remain long after you are gone. Florian told you of it. They must trust you implicitly. It is one of many sources of our worldly power. It is an almost limitless source of magical energy, closely tied to the essence of Alcerund. They spent hundreds of years here in preparation of their duties. I am tasked with meeting their needs, ensuring they are ready. It will be several hundred years before the replacements for the current keepers arrive. They are Summer Fae, but their minds have been altered. They attack any who travel the sands, be they mortal or Fae. I am the guardian of the Crown of the Sun. It is my role to watch this sacred place and see to the safety of the keepers in training. Florian and the Circle sent you to access the crossing. It is highly unusual for a mortal to invoke a Fey rite, but your aura is most unlike a mortal's. Very well. Prepare yourself. Done. You are a skilled combatant. It's no wonder you've earned the respect of Florian and his circle. The Amulet of the Sun is yours, and with it your right to descend to the crossing. You will find the crossing in the deepest depths of Keralatha. The Amulet of the Sun allows you to access the tunnels that will take you there.
From the Desert Runner's lethal dance to the chaos of the wolf pack, the Fae displayed these contests as art, Engard, the embodiment of contention, arose as champion. His strike was as the mantis leg, a bolt amid stillness. He met defeat like the salamander's tail, lost, but only to grow again. He inflicted wounds like the serpent's fang, rotting poison to weaken the mightiest opponent. His baleful stare was the shark's fin above the water's surface, promising a bloody end.
The jagged cliffs, angles meeting the swollen sea, treacherous to the ungainly Alfar, was the homeland our people took. I have seen the places upon the hillside our ancestors forged from sea-sculpted stone. Glir Rathwen and Ross of Tawili were settled near the light of the heavens that glittered brightest, gazing towards Aria's temple, the earth's steeple rising to meet her magnificence.
Welcome to Caer-Alatha, mortal. We have not had visitors in a very long time. What do you seek? It is no accident that Caer-Alatha is a place of great spiritual confluence. The crossing's flow of energy has influenced the landscape, shaped it as the ancients once did. It is a nexus of energies, a place where magic flows infinitely. There are few such places on Amalur, and the Keepers are tasked with protecting them. Yes, I am Winterfey and Halcyon is Summerfey. That is the nature of the crossing. A representative from both courts remains here for balance. I always distrusted the Summerfey, but it is difficult to distrust your only companion. Over the centuries, Halcyon and I have grown to rely on one another. Halcyon is my companion, and a revelation. I never in my lives spoke to a Summer Fae, yet now I see that winter and summer are not so different. The Keepers live to prevent use of the crossing by either Fae Empire. Its power is such that both Summer and Winter Fae have agreed to leave its power unharnessed. Always Dear Pura has stood vigil at the Circle of the Sun. awaiting the new keepers to give them direction. It was she who led Halcyon and myself to the crossing when we first arrived in Amalur. I am quite skilled at sage crafting. It is one of my roles. I will aid you if you require it. To deal with the Narca curse. If Purra has given you the means to pass, then do so. You should seek out Halcyon. He will assist you in this. It is where the replacement keepers go to prepare for their work at the crossing. When it is time for them to assume their posts, they enter into combat with Purra, as you did. If they survive, she brings them here, as she did with us. She is the guardian of the Crown of the Sun, and a powerful sorceress. But you have defeated her. It is no wonder Florian and the others of the House of Valor have come to place their trust in you. We keepers routinely delve into the depths of Keralatha to make minute adjustments to the crossing, ensuring its power remains under control. Find the crossing, and Halcyon will undoubtedly be nearby. Take caution in these lands, mortal. Your kind is particularly susceptible to its dangers.
should feel privileged. The crossing is not a place of mortal business. You are the first to come this far. That essence of Fellfire Bloom is meant for the crossing, yes? To cure this region of the Narker curse? I will not allow it. Florian, in all his wisdom, does not see what I see. That the crossing is a solution to this long winter. No Fey empire has ever risen so. It is not the way of things. I have been using the power of the crossing to gradually tip the balance of magic in favor of the Summer Fey in Ulcerant. But this had unfortunate side effects. The crossing is tied to the magical essence of this land, and so are the Fey of this region. My tampering has driven them to madness. It is a necessary corruption. Better for a few of us to be mad than to wait for this long winter to end. I end you. Florian and the others cannot know what I have done. Not until I am finished and the long winter ended. Fare you well.
I see. Alcir's devotion to his king and court was more powerful than our friendship. That he would compromise his own kind to end the long winter is deeply unsettling. Perhaps in the end, you'd become Narka himself. You have my thanks. Please, take these. They are imbued with Fey magic, and should aid you wherever you may go. I serve the Unseelie Court. I was chosen to guard the crossing as the Winter representative, to watch over its power during the long winter. The crossing has changed. I can feel it. But whether it undid the damage Halcyon inflicted remains to be seen. Return to Florian and report what transpired. Take caution in these lands, mortal.
It cheers me to see you alive. Word, what does it mean when all you've come to know is no longer? Goodbye.
The champion, Engai.
I can feel a change in the air. The taint of the Naka curse is rapidly dissipating. Shame it was caused by one of the Seelie's own. The Circle and I will take our leave. A small number of Naka will undoubtedly remain. We will reclaim our brethren and defeat what Naka are left. Thanks to you, perhaps Alcerand will recover from the Naka after all.
Exercise caution in
Naka
Alcerand.
must be stopped.
arena needs another competitor to round out the next match. The tournament can't go on until we have a leader for the Crows. If you trust in your fighting skills, there are vast riches to be won here at Valor Arena. It's a testament to mortal fortitude and ambition. It was originally Fae, but it passed to us through their own silly rites when Hroth Magnus defeated their champion. It pulls in a lot of revenue for the arena and doubles as a tavern. The Crows are always a massive allure for business. The champion doesn't want the tournament to go on until we find a leader for them. I manage the fighters here at Valor Arena, and for the most part I make the matches. Best job in the world, far as I'm concerned. All the fans of the arena would kill for a chance to put their dream matches together. I do it every day. Well, as I said, the arena needs another fighter to start the next match. What do you say? You look like you could hold your own in a fight. That's the spirit. I hereby induct you into Valor Arena as the leader of the Crows. Your first opponents will be Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Your team's already waiting for you in the Gladiator Pit. Head down the walkway when you're ready. There's always been a team of Crows at Valor Arena. It was a tradition begun by Hroth Magnus, the first champion. A gladiator becomes a Crow if she ever finds herself the sole survivor on her team. Hroth took this to mean that the fighter could have done more to help his companions. To him, these fighters were disgraced, and if they wanted to continue fighting, they did so as Crows. Today we use the Crows to draw a crowd, but the handicap remains. The Crows are only allowed 2 gladiators in the arena at a time, and as team leader you have to fight every match.
Equipment and skill aren't the only things you need to succeed in the arena. You need more courage than your opponent.
Hey there. Do you have any weapons that need maintaining? I'll get it done cheap, and I'll get it done well. It's where I make my living, so I can't help but think fondly of it. And my daughter loves it here. They gave me a job when Magnus realized having the best blacksmith in the land on hand would let him make money off of the competitors too. Not much there for me, but I've heard the gamblers think I have a profound effect on the outcome of matches. If a gladiator has the gold to afford my repairs, I may bet his way. Now, Valor gamblers aren't known for their intelligence, but that seems pretty smart. I challenge you to find a better blacksmith in the region. The pieces Thora sells are adequate, I suppose. But if you ever buy anything from her, you best let me reinforce it before you go into battle. Magnus knew a good find when he saw one. Paid for my daughter and myself to come from Dalentarth to maintain his gladiator's equipment. She sells armor on Valor grounds. It's adequate equipment, but her pieces don't compare to my handiwork.
I hope I have enough money for repairs. This studded leather is almost ruined.
I don't know what I want to buy. I'll know when I see it.
Welcome, Ward. Well, hello there. Are you suffering from anything, warrior? Festering wound? Magical burns? Good old-fashioned sword stabbing? I've got a poultice for that. It's a veritable gold mine. The fighters here are most appreciative of salves and poultices. They pay me an arm and a leg to make sure they keep their arms and legs. I don't have much use for the den. It attracts all manner of riffraff, none of whom have much need for poultices. A fate weaver named Franz Engelhardt has made the den his home. However, I hear he makes good gold off the gladiators and gamblers. A pleasure. Aches and pains, ringing in the ears. Anything you can't sleep off, I've got a potion for. Well, hello there. Are you suff... from anything, warrior?
Hey there, stranger. You look like you've seen some combat. Care to take a look at the highest quality armor this side of Datir? I've not found a better place in Datir to sell my pieces. The customers truly appreciate my work. Understandable, considering the life expectancy of a gladiator. It's like fighting a war in that arena. Unless gambling's an interest of yours, I'm afraid you won't find much there. Some brave gamblers make a living out of the den. Our resident fate weaver, Franz Engelhardt, makes his perch there. It seems like only the gamblers and gladiators have found a use for him, though. Hacken's the blacksmith here. I wouldn't recommend him for repairs when you could just buy better equipment straight from me. Look, Apulos over there would have you believe he can fix any suit of armor better than it was when you bought it. I'm telling you, unless you're wearing Tuatha Prismir you stole off the war front, you're going to want one of my pieces instead. They say he's an excellent sage-crafter, but why would you need sage-crafting when you can buy the finest armor ever made? From me, of course.
Welcome. Any socketed gems I can remove for you? There isn't a better place in all of Datir to make a living. Can you imagine the work it must take to make a mine profitable? At Valor Arena, if you're good with a blade, can cast a little magic or have some coin to begin with, you're off to a good start. You'll not find me there. Its patrons are too unruly for my liking, and a Fate Weaver makes his living there as well. All the more reason to avoid it. He goes by the name of Franz Engelhardt. I'm as distrustful of him as I am of all of those in his profession. Fate Weavers do little good for society. But of course gamblers are just the type of people to throw their money at them. I'm the best sagecrafter you'll find in these parts, with the arena dominated by physical fighting. You'd be surprised how far a little magic will take you.
Between matches.
I could do this all day!
She's not a very good dancer, but I needed something to watch between matches.
I like working the den. Keeps me out of that damned Datir sun.
Can I help you? A dozen bets and not a single win.
Franz Engelhardt, Fate Weaver extraordinaire at your service. Well, this is most unusual. I cannot glimpse your fate. I look at you and all I see is a void. Valor Arena has been kind to this Fate Weaver, giving me a steady source of income by way of gladiators and gamblers. You'll find all manner of fans and gamblers here, all of whom I can turn into gold in my pockets on a good day. I spend my days here dispensing fortunes to the gladiators and gamblers, for a hefty price, of course. You'll be surprised how often they try to take the frustrations with destiny out on me. Over time, I've learned to defend myself. Not all of them trust in my abilities, but those who do pay handsomely for my services. Whether their fate is favorable to them is beyond my concern. Your lack of faith is most unsettling.
She's not very good at this, but I need to watch something.
See you around.
Greetings, Wanderer. Head down to the pit when you're ready to meet your team. Head down into the pit when you're ready to begin. You'll pick a partner to enter the arena with you. Remus will have your head on a pike by match's end. Hello, newcomer. I'm the leader of the Varani Marauders. I suppose we'll be doing battle soon. Do you have any next of kin? I was thinking I would let them know if anything were to happen to you out there. Only one team is coming back, and it's going to be us. This place is a warrior's institution. Even a Warsworn would hesitate to fight to the death just for the sake of it. We do it gladly and with passion. He'll do your team no wrong. He and I are among the few who've been here since the first Magnus's time. There's a lot you could learn from him, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll have to defeat us first. It's been years now since I first climbed those arena stairs. I look forward to doing battle with your team. Vigor's been doing this almost as long as I have. Farewell.
So you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. The matches you'll fight here are to the death, with no quarter, no mercy. It's been this way since the first Magnus won the arena from the Fae. Even with his son turning this battleground into a ridiculous display, with the banners, the announcer, the bouts at least remain the same. The Fae held rights here, I think. I know they came in flocks to watch and participate like we do. Legend has it that every tournament they held ended in the same way, with the same champion defeating everyone. He's green as the grass in Dalintarth, but a good lad. I don't know if he's foolhardy or brave to think he'll make it far in this tournament. She's an alcoholic and a fiend, but she'll match any fighter. And few mages keep as cool a head as she does in a fight. Few mages stay as drunk as she does during a fight, too. She says she requires alcohol to use her abilities. I've never met a mage like that. I tell her she's a liar to her face, but I don't relish the idea of getting set on fire. He was a gruff man, powerful, and an absolute beast in the arena. I've seen him pound a Lianshi into pulp with his bare hands. Outside of battle, however, he fancied himself a man of principle. Charged spectators just enough to keep this place running. It was the fight he wanted, not coin. He's a fierce fighter, but he sees himself as a moneymaker first, and a competitor second. He's turned the arena into a spectacle. He paid for workers to haul his lavish house onto the arena grounds. He could have used that money to commission a small army, or feed a small town for years. It's utter waste, and I'm not sure his father would have approved. Nice of you to ask. The younger fighters don't care about us weathered guys. I'd been participating in arena matches for years. Got my start when Magnus put out a call for fresh gladiators, and the old man trained me himself. He'd have hated to see this. The spectacle of it all, I mean. In his day, the only thing that mattered was the fight. The rush of delivering the death blow. Let one of us know when you're ready. You will have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. Very well. Lead the way. I'll see you out there.
Greetings. I guess you're the latest addition to the team. They made me fight a ball last time. It was downright embarrassing. I hope today's going to be more interesting. I haven't been here long myself. I've always wanted to rough it as a warsworn. Joined up here to develop a bit of a spine. Valor Arena. It's a place dreams are made of. If you dream of people getting stabbed or beheaded, or burned, very badly burned. She's a terrifying woman, but a good ally to have on your side. The greatest gladiator this place has ever seen. Everyone here hopes for a career like his. Even the current champion pales in comparison. No one's even come close to lasting as long, not to mention performing as well. A gladiator becomes a crow when he finds himself the last surviving member on his team. It's a way to keep the tournament moving as teams start losing members. The rule has its roots in a tradition started by the current champion's father. But today it's basically an attempt to draw interest from the fans. Of course, it's not good news for us. The two-man rule means we're at a significant handicap. He's ancient. I'm surprised he can walk around in that armor, let alone fight in it. But he's reliable. Since you've taken up the mantle of our team leader, you're in charge of picking the team member who goes into battle. As leader, you're also expected to participate in each match. I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure I could handle that kind of responsibility. Be careful out there.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Helga Swanwhite. I'm your girl if you want sorcery in the next match. Just let me finish this drink and I'll be right behind you. The arena's through that gate to the east. I'd share some of this, but I've only got the one drink. Oh, sorry. He's your typical beginner as far as I can tell. Good with the dagger and not much else. This is the House of Valor. You won't find another place in Amalur quite like this. Nothing is sacred here. Your competition is out to maul you, and the management likes it that way. Especially the champion, nasty man. If Valor weren't the only arena on the continent, I'd have taken off a long time ago. It's like a second home. Oh, I don't bet. But it's the only place on the grounds one can find a proper drink. Adrian gives me a free drink for every 10 that I buy. I think he likes me. Before I got my start here, I'd been studying at the Scholia Arcana. I was quite good at effecting arcane explosions, but I found myself uniquely blocked. I realized I had to be less than sober to effectively cast spells, so I drank. They kicked me out for excessive abuse of drink, called me dangerous and a degenerate. I couldn't help it if alcohol gave me a certain clarity. No one in the arena gives me guff about it, and if they do, they stop as soon as I set them on fire. I watched his last match the day I joined the arena. He was one of the most impressive brute force fighters I have ever seen. Until his son managed to land the killing stroke. His father tossed him about the place like a rag doll. It was odd. Sure, he was old, but in his final moments, I thought he looked ill. All I know is that the Fae built this place centuries ago, and Hroth Magnus took it from them. Amalur's better for it, as far as I'm concerned. The fighter is forced to join the Crows if they're the last surviving member of their team after a match. It's a long-standing tradition that keeps the tournament going as gladiators inevitably fall. Why would we keep fighting then? Well, we have our pride, and I wouldn't have signed up for this if I didn't think I could win it in the end. He's the team veteran. Been around longer than both Asa and me. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but he's a reliable choice in the arena. As our new fearless leader, you're in charge of picking one of us to enter into battle with you. And the team leader always fights. I hope you're ready to see a lot of action out there. Don't take time to think out there, just fight.
Well met. Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows testing their worth against Remus Bloodhook and his Malords. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors.
it's going to be an interesting tournament. Well met. I haven't seen anyone fight like you since Magnus. The first, I mean. We were lucky to have you out there. Only 2 crows are allowed to fight at a time against the entirety of the enemy team. It's doubly tough for you. Arena leaders participate in every match their team enters. He's a fierce fighter. He sees him. We're called the Crows because we survived when the rest of our teams died in battle. With that handicap, you won't find many gamblers betting on us. Choose your ally wisely.
That was incredible! I couldn't believe my eyes out there. You ripped those men to shreds! Where'd you learn to fight like that? Prison? Think quick out there.
Good work out there. That was not a bad first match. We should grab a drink sometime. I need to replenish my store before the next fight. The store being my stomach, that is. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you.
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokul Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den. Jokul is one of the most prolific gamblers in the den. I heard he practically lives off his winnings, and he lives well. He's been known to sponsor the fledgling Gladiator here and there, and I think it would be wise to give him your attention. He's a very well-to-do patron of the arena. It may pay to give him an audience. Just a thought. He's in the gambling den in the market. It's the only other building besides Champion's Manor. You can't miss it. Good luck out there, Gladiator. Hail!
I'm heading to the stands as soon as I finish.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer. Whether it's putting your money or your life on the line, Valor Arena allows people to live on the edge. In this place, you can win or lose everything, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Dreams are made in this place, Gladiator. Rarely can one be rewarded so handsomely for an educated guess. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a fan. A fan who makes a motherload off these guys. Valor practically pays my bills. Jaken will continue to deliver my gifts to you, as long as you continue to win matches. You're not just fighting for yourself out there, you see.
There must be some way to earn some gold from this.
Welcome. Any socketed gems I can...
All right, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users. He's a well-trained sorcerer and a researcher of the arcane, but no one's entirely sure why he joined the tournament. He's not a regular gladiator. And what's more, he's made an agreement with the champion to keep the bodies of those he defeats. The fight board's there for any gladiator with the courage to take on monsters from the arena's pen. You'll find all manner of exhibition matches listed on it. The gamblers particularly enjoy betting on those contests. You can never quite know who will win. Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the way, the champions made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you. I hope you know how to deal with spellcasters. You're up against a couple of mages from Detir. Here for research, they say. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're confident their mystic arts will win them this tournament. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
You ready for this? We have mages up next. If they're anything like Helga, we're in trouble. If you see them waving their arms around, you kill them. You kill them as soon as you can. Choose your ally wisely.
Did you hear? The other team's bringing mages into the arena. Mages like Helga. We're doomed. Be careful out there.
I have to prepare for those mages. Ale to drink. Let me know if you need me in the next fight. Don't take time to think out there. Just fight.
Special.
Yes, yes. What do you want? I'm readying my team for our next match. My associates and I aim to win this tournament, so we can survey the arena at our leisure. Ah, Jakin told you about my little arrangement with the champion? I'm always looking for fresh cadavers for my research. They can be notoriously difficult to come by, and since the defeated won't be using their bodies anyway, well, I don't see the harm in it. It's too bad the mortal races have turned it into an abomination in sight and sound. It's difficult to imagine a Fey mind space through all this noise. My research and theory on Fey regeneration will make me famous in the arcane communities of Amalur. My team and I have been all over Alcerund, studying the Fey. We've scrutinized every inch of every ruin and hollow. This arena is the only place we've yet to survey. They're fascinating creatures, as unerring in their ways as the sun and the seasons. But their magic is what I'm interested in. Their arcane abilities are supremely powerful, and if my associates and I succeed, their abilities will be ours. I'll be studying you soon.
I have to prepare for those mages. Ale, I'll be right out. Just gonna finish my drink.
What do you want to know?
Have you ever fought a mage before? If you let them stay at range, they'll pulverize you. Interrupt their spellcasting if you can, and keep on them until they don't get up. Let's go show them who the better team.
I'll have your back out there. Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the pros against the renowned Bodine Ball and his research team. Let's see if arcane theory can best cunning and experience.
didn't stand a chance.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be. You broke their line like a rock through glass. Where did you come from? I've met war-front veterans who couldn't match you. Choose your ally wisely.
Can you believe those mage bastards? It was like fighting a lightning storm. A lightning storm that berates and insults you. Think quick out there and keep moving.
You did good. Most people run or piss themselves in the face of having to fight a mage who knows you're coming ahead of time, let alone 3. I'm glad you didn't do either. Speaking of which, I need to take a leak. I've been prepping since I woke up. Drinking since I woke up. Be careful out there.
So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good. Let's see how long you can keep this up. Here's your money. You deserve every coin. And Joker asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready for the next match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolfpack. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator. Back again, huh? You have another match line. The Wolfpack will be your toughest match yet, Gladiator. Are you ready to start? A Losulfar sharpshooter and leader of the Wolfpack. Even among the Alpha, there are few who can match his accuracy with a bow. They're a bunch of Losulfar mercs. Guy in charge by the name of Brogan Adair. They've been doing exceedingly well. Their team is an attuned mix of ranged and up-close fighters, trained to fight and die together. And so is Brogan Adair, and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started. And so is Brogan Adair, and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this... Good luck out there, Gladiator.
So, you're the upstart who's been doing so well lately. I hear you appeared out of the blue. You look upon the visage of your killer. You're lucky we meet in the arena instead of a battlefield. In the time it took you to walk this way, I'd have made you into a pincushion. For a dog of war, it's paradise. And I'm a dog of war. A battlefront is never far away in Amalur, but none of them offers as much gold. Don't worry, your end will be quick.
Oh, I hate archers. It's a good thing they burn like everyone else. You set their quivers on fire and they become hysterical. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you killed.
Our next opponents are highly trained. You take this lightly, and you might not make it back. They're veteran Losulfar mercenaries who fought together countless times, in and out of the arena. Their leader, Brogan, is an expert marksman. Heard he once killed a fully armored man with a single shot into a quarter-inch gap in his armor. Choose your ally wisely.
Isa Alfaran at your service. Now archers I can fight. This'll be fun. Think quick out there and keep moving.
I'll have your back out there.
archers I can fight. I've been practicing my moves and training. We'll be fine, I think. Being a gladiator is absolutely horrific stuff, it is. But I've got the perfect plan to desensitize myself. I'll fight in the arena until the nausea goes away. Their team relies heavily on archers. Make sure you force them to fight on close-range terms. They can't shoot you if you're right next to them. I've got your back out there.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this. You've seen the pros handle magicians and their parlor tricks, but there's no trick error in Team Brogan's quiver. Let the battle begin.
Did it!
I'm exactly as old as I need. We've come to really rely on you out there. Keep it up. Choose your ally wisely.
Give it everything I've got. See what I tell you? They didn't stand a chance. Be careful out there.
All right. So, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Be careful out there.
Starting to make an impression. The fans have been asking me about you. Heard a rumor your fights are moving a lot of money in the betting scene. None of the gamblers expected you'd last. Except Jokul, perhaps. He left me these to give you. Oh, and this is exciting. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you. Good luck out there, gladiator. The champion wants to see you at the manor. If I had to guess, I'd say he's going to try to steal you from Vigor. His team hasn't had a new member since he became champion, so you'd be the first. Look at you, really climbing the ladder. He spent quite a lot of money having the wood hauled all the way to this corner of Detir. Head to Champion's Manor in the market, gladiator. Tyr Magnus wants to speak to you. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Grand Champion. You're doing well. The fans love you. I love you. You're making this arena a lot of money. But you put me in a bit of a fix. There have been some fairly well-to-do people betting against your success in the gambling den. Now, some very important clients of mine are staring down a mountain of debt, and I want you to help us fix this. Looking to glean some information about your competition? There isn't much to tell. I'm a rich man, but simple, and I've worked hard for it. My father was the champion until I killed him for the title. Regrettable, but look at what I've built from the ashes of his arena. He was the first mortal champion of valor. I defeated him in battle for the title. If it were up to me, I would have spared the old man's life. But valor fights are to the death, and I dare say the arena has become a better place under my leadership. My father was the mortal champion who took the arena from the Fae all those years ago. The arena's been in the family ever since, and we made it the Jewel of Detir. Or rather, I have. I generate more revenue from this operation in a month than a ruffian like you makes in a year. I want you to fight a match alone. Advertising that handicap will generate bets against your success. You'll win, of course, and I'll win my money back. Make no mistake, it'll be an easy match. I'll make sure of that. I just need you to tell Jakin you'll agree to the match. You do this for me, and I'll pay you double for the fight, and bring you onto my team. No more scrapping with Vigor and his goons. Good. Then we have a deal. I've arranged a special match for you against Mad Dog and his mad men. Head down to the pit now. I'll send word for the match to be made. You won't regret this. Indeed we are. You should head back up to Jakin. You have a match coming up. Close the door behind you on your way out, gladiator.
Behave yourself. This...
Hail, warrior. He says he wants you to fight alone in the next match, right? Ha! Magnus wants you dead. What did he offer you? Money? A spot on the Lords of Valor? Both? Ha! There hasn't been a change to the Lords of Valor lineup since he brought them in. He lulls some green gladiator to accept a match with promises of money, then books the fool against a superior opponent. Usually the newcomer dies. Not everyone up in the stands hears about it. Not even Jakin, nor most gladiators. But the gambling rats sure do. He uses some of us to make his bets for him. Not like any of us can do anything about it if we want to remain. It's just a ruse. He wants you dead. With the way you fight, he figures he needs every advantage he can get. I'd wager he's going to bet against you. Again. He wants your life, warrior. It's not just about the money. Be careful in there. Clients? What clients? You mean the gamblers? Like me? He doesn't care about any patrons. The only person he's worried about is himself.
Are you ready for another match? Gladiator, you're just in time. Your next match just came in and you're fighting alone. He's a stone-cold veteran named Mad Dog and his madmen. They like to get up close and personal with their attacks, so get ready for a physical fight. Yes, you're fighting individually against Mad Dog and the Madmen. It'll be tough to fight without your teammates, but you've pulled yourself out of rough situations before. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck again, warrior. I hope you know what you're doing. Good. Then head down to the pit when you're ready. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
You're not leaving this arena alive.
You're dead. You understand? Dead. I'm going to gut you and choke you to death with your own giblets. There isn't a better place to fight, if it's a fight you're looking for. All manner of man and beast are ready to sate your bloodthirst. I don't speak to my enemies. I destroy them. You're either crazy or stupid to fight an entire team. And the madmen are the best of them all. As far as I'm concerned, the only deal you've made is one where I get to stab you in the face. This is where your luck runs out.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valor Arena. We have a special treat for you in this next match of the tournament. At the champion's request, the leader of the Crows has agreed to fight the Madmen alone. Let's see if the most promising gladiator to date can defeat one of the arena's veteran teams.
anyone was betting against you at this point. You just chewed up 3 veterans like so much cud. Here's your share of the fight money. The champ sends his regards along with the coin. He says he wants to see you again. I think he likes you. Also, Jokul sent these greaves your way. I guess he's been right with you since the beginning. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Looks like I bet correctly. That was a well-fought match, warrior.
Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless.
That match certainly did not end like I had intended it to. I'll admit that I underestimated your abilities. I had intended for you to die in there. In this place, subterfuge is the name of the game. I'm surprised you walked so willingly into my trap. Or did you? I like to know my opponents. From your expression, I would guess you hadn't a clue. You do well to trust no one in this arena, gladiator. Especially that pustule Jokul. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And I could throw him fairly far. Now get out of my house. It's time for my tea.
Your next opponents are Holden Lafayette and the Vipers, a team with eclectic strengths. Holden's team has fighters from almost every discipline of combat. Expect both ranged and up-close fighters. Are you ready for the match? Good. Head on down. Stock up on supplies or equipment in the market if you need to. It only gets tougher from here. Good luck. The Vipers employs several disciplines of combat. Be prepared to face archers, blade masters, and magic. Your opponents are the Vipers, a team with fighters trained from many disciplines. Be prepared to face archers, blade masters, and magic. You can head down to the pit when you're ready to begin. I wish you well in and out of the arena, gladiator.
The arena is a British force.
Well, hello there. Are you sure? From anything, warrior. Festering wound, magical burn.
Good luck out there. Ready for another match, gladiator?
I'm exactly as old as I need to be.
Holden Lafayette, at your service. The champion says you're a vicious fighter. I expected you'd be taller. You must have the champ worried. He paid my team twice the going rate to accept this match. They say you're unbeatable. We'll see about that. Have you ever fought a war that never ended? Valor Arena is very nearly that. Every day brings a new fight, and the previous day, along with the fallen gladiators, are all but forgotten. It may sound like boasting, but we are the best team in the arena. We didn't come this far to lose to you. Look, I'd rather we not get overly familiar, seeing as I'm about to cut your legs off and feed them to you. No offense. You seem likable enough. See you out there.
We've yet to lose, and we're not about to start.
This next fight's going to be easy. Booze. Fire. Those vipers won't know what hit them. But it'll be me. He's not the most interesting conversationalist. Sounds like he's been sober all his life. Be careful out there.
Don't underestimate the Vipers. They don't specialize in a particular style, but their members come from multiple combat disciplines. He told me he came here to make a name for himself, and get some combat experience before joining the Warsworn. He's hardly ready for that. Choose your ally wisely.
The Vipers aren't strong at any one thing. Instead, their leader assembled fighters of different disciplines to work together. The champ's probably glad we're matched with Holden. The Vipers were the favorite to win in the early rounds. All right, let's do this. Mastering my dagger work, living between bounties and braving life and death. Killing people. It all sounded like a dream to me. Until I tried it. They lack a specialty. Just a bunch of fighters from different disciplines. Vigor seems to think there'll be a tough fight. Tougher than usual, I mean. Let's take the fight to them, Gladiator!
Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against Holden, Lafayette, and his Vipers. Let's see how the Crows deal with the Vipers' eclectic lineup. Once again.
You did it! I've never seen anyone kill with such ease.
He's panicked. Magnus, I mean. Blatant interference. It's unheard of. And if that idiot isn't careful, he's going to take the arena down with him. I've heard half of the bets are off with that stunt. Choose your ally wisely.
Where did those sorcerers come from? I got half a mind to march upstairs and explode Jacob from the inside. But something tells me it's not his doing, though. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you killed.
I hate magic. Where did those sorcerers come from? That was magic, wasn't it? Be careful out there.
Hey, ease off the grim look, okay? I'm not the one who let those sorcerers into the fight. They came in with a contingent of the Valor Guards. Don't know what's harder to believe, that you just won 2 back-to-back matches, or that the champion had jeopardized the arena's integrity just so you'd lose. Who knows how many bets the gambling den has to throw out after that interruption? What a mess! What in blazes is Magnus thinking? Thanks, that's a relief. Here's your money, and Jokul left you these. You got a moment before your next match. Take a rest. I hope you remain well, Gladiator. Gladiator? Where have you been, Gladiator?
suffering from anything, Ward? Festering wound. Magical burns.